Each week, I ask a guest to reveal a headline for a funny true story. Today, that guest is comedian Hari Kondabolu. Here's his headline.
Race to nowhere. That's not a good headline. There's a reason I don't write for The Onion, man. A minority hits white girl with bike, lives to tell the story.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Is this in New York?
This was in Maine.
Okay.
I was a college student in Maine, and I had a bicycle, and I'd ride to class, and I was running late, and I was riding pretty quick, and there was this like kind of a narrow section between two buildings, and there was a woman in front of me, and I should have hit my bell, but I felt like it would be rude, which is a strange thing to do. Like, it's rude if I hit this bell and alert her that I'm coming. I just assumed, oh, she'll probably hear me, and she didn't. And I slammed in back of her with my bike. She hits the ground, I hit the ground, the bike's on the ground, and I'm like, I just hit a white woman with a bicycle.
I love that's your first thought.
First thought,
white woman.
Well, it's it's in Maine. I went to college in Maine. There aren't that, especially this is the 2000, there's fewer minorities. I'm very race conscious. I'm like, this is weird. This is weird. And I immediately started apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just apologizing. She's like, it's okay. It's okay. It's like, I'm like, I was racing the class. I was late to class, and I wasn't paying attention. And she said, well, you better get going now. You're going to be even later. And I'm like, that's the sweetest thing. And like young Hari Kondabolu at that point immediately gets to class and is thinking, I wonder if I'm supposed to marry her. I wonder if that's the story. That's the romantic comedy in my head. Like, that's what's supposed to happen next. So I have to find this woman. And it was the story's. I remember. I know where the story's going, and I'm realizing this is terrible. She was a blonde white woman, and I went to Bowdoin College, small liberal arts college in Maine, where there are many blonde white women that went to a college. And I didn't get a great look at her face, and I don't really remember details.
There was Facebook at the time?
This is pre-Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Pre-Facebook. And so I was asking every blonde white woman that I thought was her, did I hit you with a bike? And they would say no, and I'm like, sorry about this. So there's this weird
and
mix
then you just walk away?
Walk away, so there's this weird mix of racial profiling. They all know it's me. It's not like there's another Indian dude that looks like me. They know that kid keeps asking me. This is my sophomore year of college. And it keeps happening, keep asking, like 4 months go by. And I'm in the dining hall, and I see this blonde white woman. And I was like, she looks so familiar. And I just had this moment where I think it's her. And so I go up to her and I'm like, excuse me, miss, did I hit you with a bicycle? I run into you with a bicycle like 4 months ago. And she said, actually, you asked me that 3 months ago. No, you didn't. So that's that wasn't one of my finest moments.
So you never found the lady?
Well, it's strange. My neighbor, I was telling my neighbor this story, in my residence hall, and she looked at me like, "Oh my God, you're the maniac who hit Kate." I'm like, "Who's? What are you talking about?" And I guess that was her. Like, she was on her lacrosse team. This woman had come into class and said, like, "Yeah, it was so weird. This Indian dude just hit me with a bicycle, and he was late. It was so strange." And we're like, "Oh, I wonder who it was." It was you. And part of me was kind of like, it's weird that you described me as an Indian dude. Why is race necessary in this? And at the same time, I'm like, I've been asking random white women if I hit them with a bike. So, look, there are no winners here. There's no heroes. It's just a sad story. And
did you ever ask her out? Or?
No. I never saw her again, actually.
Oh, wow.
If she walked in right now, still wouldn't know if it was her. Terrible. I didn't get a good look at her face. I have no idea. This is pre-Facebook.
So, Kate, if you're out there.
Kate, sorry again about the bike. Also, I'm not single. I'm sorry. We had our moment. You didn't take it when I hit you with a bike. That was clearly a clue. This is it. That's how I literally hit on women. I just literally hit them with a bike. Awful.
And that's the show. Big, big thanks to Hari Kondabolu for taking the time to talk to me. I really do think he's one of the greats in the comedy world right now. You can follow him on Twitter. His Twitter handle is @HariKondabolu, and also check out his podcast that he does with his brother. It's called the Untitled Kondabolu Brothers Podcast. It's All True is a production of WBEZ and The Whiskey Journal. The show is produced by me and Joe Dassault. You can subscribe to this and all of our podcasts at iTunes, and you can find It's All True on Facebook at facebook.com/alltruepodcast. One more thing, you should retweet me. I'd like it. I'd favorite one of your tweets, maybe. My Twitter handle is TimBarnes451, and you can follow the show at All True Podcast. This is Tim Barnes signing off saying, I believe in you.